Hi, it's Nicole, and this is my A to Z Challenge co-host profile. This next question comes from author SA Larsen, aka Sherry, who also blogs at Writers Ally. She asks, I love the look of your site, that commercial feel. What inspired you to design it the way you have? Well, Sherry, first off, I just want to say thank you. It's nice to know that you like the look of my blog. And to answer your question, the design of my blog was inspired by my my wanting to keep the I wanted something fresh and clean after moving my blog from the Blogger platform to a hosted platform. I used to, when I first started blogging, to try to keep when I first attempted to have like a main blog, I started on Blogger, I think. I recall. I've used a lot of different platforms over the years, but my main blog, where I did the bulk of my blogging, it was on Blogger before I moved it. So when I did that, I wanted to be taken seriously by potential partners and or sponsors and other people in the media industry. And at the time of my movie, at the time of the move from Blogger to a hosted platform, I had been blogging for over 5 years. So I felt like it was time for a makeover. You know, for one thing, one of the things that inspired the design was my actual the logo or the header of my blog. I wanted to keep the shades of blue that are present in that logo. I wanted to keep that prevalent like throughout the design while also emphasizing the content. So I did like an overhaul of the top header, and I used that as the basis of the color scheme that would be present in the rest of the blog. And I didn't want to use. I knew that I wanted to with the new design, I wanted to kind of focus the reader's attention on my blog posts and also focus on building my readership as far as gaining subscribers. And I knew that I was going to be active on Twitter. I like Twitter and I used it a lot at the time, so I wanted to make sure that I had like social media options for people to also connect with me there, and also make it easy for readers to find posts that they may have missed and things like that. So that's what made me decide, what to put at the top of in the sidebar and how to arrange it. So when I did the design, I used like one of these like general like templates and just modified the templates to my liking. They're pretty much blank. The template that I used, it just has like the section for text and then the section for sidebars. So I had to fill in those areas and tweak them to my liking. I read somewhere that when we read, whether we're reading like magazines or if we're online or whatever we're reading, we look from left to right. So instead of I remember when I was on Blogger, I used to move my sidebars around a few times. Sometimes they would be on the left, sometimes they would be on the right, and then there was a point in time where I had the sidebars divided on each side, so my content was in the middle and there was a left sidebar and a right sidebar. So with the when I moved my blog, with my blog as it is, the way it is now, I wanted to kind of put the central focus again like on my blog posts, because those are, to me that was like the most important thing and where I wanted people to focus most of their attention. So I made sure that was a lot bigger than the sidebar, and then and then I just put the other the other elements off on the right, so that if someone read a post and they wanted to venture elsewhere on my blog, I wanted to have like a specific options for what people could do and what people saw and what was presented to them. And I also wanted to make a point to have a section of recent posts, so that I could also get some traction on posts that are no longer, I guess, like current. Say if I posted something today, I still care about whatever was posted within the last week or so. And also, if someone were to come to my blog today, there may be something that would interest them that was posted previously. So I wanted to have like a sort of table of contents in my sidebar, so I added that. And then basically that's pretty much the bulk of, like, these things were like the bulk of my concerns when designing the site. I also wanted to make sure that I had the navigation bar at the top of my blog. I wanted to make sure that they each had like a purpose. I wanted to make sure that they weren't just random pages. So I wanted that section to sort of look like a regular website, which gives my blog the look of a regular website. And so, you have the blog page, which is the home page, but then all of the other links in the navigation bar takes you to some place that's completely different, which gives you a nice overview of all of the different projects that I work on. For instance, on my short film that I made, the next link in the navigation bar goes there. And I did that because since I started the blog to write about projects that I'm working on, I didn't want to use it entire. I also I also kind of changed my goals for the blog over the years. So I do focus on other people's work, but if someone were interested in checking out my films, that's why I put the link in the in the navigation bar, so that someone who clicks on that can go directly to my film and learn more about it and watch it and things like that, or watch other content that's related to the film. And then you have the link to the A to Z challenge, which I keep in my top navigation bar because I am one of the co-hosts, and I also host the post A to Z challenge road trip. So I just wanted to have a central place that's specifically for the challenge. Then you have the standard about and contact me links, which kind of rounds out my navigation menu. I want it to be as simple and clear cut as possible, and so that's what I did with that. But basically, when I was on Blogger, my blog was the entire page was the same color, and all one color, and I didn't want to repeat that. I didn't want an all white background or just an all one plain background. So I used, based on, again, the top logo header and the colors and the look of that, using that and using, the color scheme that I decided I was going to have for my blog, I went with, I don't know what you call them, sort of like a side, like some colors on the side to kind of, again, help to direct readers to the center where the content is and where the important things are. I figured it would be better and it would look better to have just one blank white page or one blank white background, and it also kind of adds to that like a crisp and cleaner feel. I want it to look like everything's kind of streamlined, if that's the right word to use. So basically that is just about everything that I was thinking about when I designed my blog. So that's that. Thank you for this question. For everyone else who's watching, thank you for watching. And if you are participating in the A to Z challenge, stay tuned for more random things about me.